Good morning, students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine and stay at home. So, today we will start the fifth unit of Advanced Computer Network. In fourth unit, we did what is VPN and we also seen the details of the ATM, that is asynchronous transfer mode. Now, the fifth unit contains the wireless transmission. Now, what is the wireless transmission? First, we should know what is meant by wireless communication. So, wireless communication involves the transmission of information over a distance without the help of wires, cables, or any other forms of electrical conductors. You are using the Wi-Fi. This is the what you can say, the important or practical example of this wireless transmission. Now, wireless communication is a broad term that incorporates all procedures and forms of connecting and communicating between two or more devices using a wireless signal through wireless communication technologies and devices. Features of wireless communication: the transmitted distance can be anywhere between a few meters, for example television's remote control, and thousands of kilometers, for example radio communication. Fine, you can hear the radio anywhere in the country, or you can see the television channel anywhere all over the world. Wireless communication can be used for cellular telephony, wireless access to the internet, wireless home networking, and so on. Other examples of application of radio wireless technology include GPS unit, garage door openers, wireless computer mic, keyboards and headsets, headphones, radio receivers, satellite television, broadcast television, and cordless telephones. You are doing the major projects. Many major projects are depends on the IoT, and in IoT also you can use this wireless communication. The advantage of wireless communications are its cost effectiveness, its flexibility, convenience to use, its speed. Using this wireless networking, you can gain the speed. Then accessibility, easy to access, constant connectivity. Now the medium access control, MAC layer. We already seen this is computer network, this MAC layer protocol. The medium access control or MAC is a sublayer of the data link layer of the open system interconnection, that is the OSI reference model for data transmission. It is responsible for flow control and multiplexing for transmission medium. It controls the transmission of data packets via remotely shared channel. It sends data over the network interface card. What is the flow control? It control the transmission from sender to receiver. It sends the data packets in a such a way that the receiver should accept that number of packets. Now, MAC layer in the OSI model, the Open System Interconnection or OSI model, is a layered networking framework that conceptualize how communication should be done between heterogeneous systems. The data link layer is the second lowest layer. It is divided into two sublayers: the logical link control sublayer and the medium access control, that is the MAC sublayer. If you remember, we already seen this logical link control sublayer in case of the ATM, that is in the fourth unit. Now the functions of the MAC layer: it provides an abstraction of the physical layer to the LLC and the upper layers of the OSI network. It is responsible for the encapsulating frames so that they are suitable for the transmission via the physical medium. It also provides the security by encapsulating the frames. Now it resolves the addressing of source station as well as the destination station or groups of destination station. It performs multiple access resolution when more than one data frame is to be transmitted. It determines the channel access method for transmission. It also determines the channel access method for transmission. It also performs collision resolution and initiating retransmission in case of collision. When the collision occurs, when two packets comes from the different paths, then the collision occurs. Or there are so many ways are there that we already seen in computer tech how the collision occurs, and when the collision occur, data may be lost, so it or data packets may be lost, so it initiate the retransmission in case of the collisions. It generates the frame check sequence and thus contributes to protection against transmission error. Why it checks the check sequence? So that the message can be changed. Now, what is the wireless LANs? Wireless LANs are those local area network that use high frequency radio waves instead of cables for connecting the devices in the LAN. Users connected by VLAN can move around within the area of network coverage. Most wireless LANs are based upon the standard IEEE 802.11 or Wi-Fi. Here is one diagram shows the distribution system, that is the DSS. All is connected with the base stations and extended service states. Then next is the IEEE 802.11 architecture. This is the very important topic uh, according to university exam. Now the components of IEEE 802.11 architecture are as follows. It contains the stations, that is STA. Stations comprise all devices and equipments that are connected to the wireless LAN. A station can be of two types: wireless access points, and second is the basic service state. So wireless access points, it is WAP. WAPs, or simply access point AP, are generally wireless routers that form the base station or access. The next is the client. Clients are workstations, computers, laptops, printers, smartphone, etc. The anything can be communicated, that is called the client. Each station has a wireless network interface controller. Now, basic service set BSS. A basic service set is a group of stations communicating at physical layer level. BSS can be of two categories depending upon the mode of operation: infrastructure BSS and independent BSS. What is the infrastructure BSS? That is basic service set. Here the devices communicate with other devices through the access point. And independent BSS, here the devices communicate in peer-to-peer basis in an ad hoc manner. Now extended service state, that is the ESS. It is a set of all connected BSS and the distributed system. It connects the access point in ESS. Whatever terminologies or the whatever the components we see in here, it is clearly shown uh, in this problem. Okay, so today we'll stop here only. So what we'll see in today's lecture, we seen what is meant by wireless transmission, features of wireless communication, then the advantage of wireless, then medium access control, what are the different layers of MAC layer, that is the logical link layer, and medium access control sublayer, then the functions of MAC layer, what is meant by wireless LANs, and what is meant by IEEE 802.11, and the architectures and the components of IEEE 802.11. Tomorrow we will see what is the hyper LAN. Thank you. Take care.